Right, time to go get some coffee. Got black coffee today because I forgot to grab creamer. Kind of sucks. What? Is this Battlefield 4 fucking map? Really? I've never done this, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going like straight into hole one or what's going on here. God damn, that fucking coffee is hot. Okay, I'm cool with that. Wednesday, 4 to 7 East, all holes black, and average K, good, medium, standard, everything's the same, cool. Alright, guess we just leave that clear and we can check this off. Oh, looks like we're running it with just us three. That's cool with me, though. Sweet, he quit. What a punk. That's alright. He gave me my trophy. What a loser. Well, that guy gets a bad rating in my book. Let me check my cool trophy, though. Lost connection to my opponent. Yeah, I'm sure I did. Fuck it. Let's do a ranked one. I missed my putt. Damn. Really? Horrible, horrible. My God. I had the closest. Nice. Random online people. Shit, too hard. Yeah, I'm getting my ass whooped. 3 inches down. Oh, that's nice. Boom. I'll take that. Oh, I think that was the last hole, which means I lost. Alright, what else do I have to do? Win the FedEx Cup, win the US Open with Rory versus Martin. Okay. No! Yes, I want to leave. I already played. So you're not doing a full 18. I suppose it's time to wake and bake. Alright, so to win the I thought there was a way to redo the first match. Maybe I was wrong. Is it in here? Oh, yeah, maybe this is it with Rory.
The ability to break free. To experience golf in ways you never thought possible. Taking your game to levels once only dreamed of. Welcome to the next generation of golf. This is EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Hello again, everyone. This is Rich Lerner here to walk you through some lessons on how to play EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. We'll start with lessons that teach you how to set up different shots. Let's get started.
Yes, this is what I want to do. Last time I think I lost by one fucking stroke.
So many historic moments have played out before our eyes in major championships, and today, two of the top players in the world are set to tee off. Rory McIlroy holding a one-shot lead over Martin Kaymer. It's the final round of the U.S. Open Championship at Chambers Bay.
Going into, the final round of any golf tournament with a chance to win, especially a major championship, it's a huge buzz. That's the only way I can describe it. It's the best feeling a golfer can have because you're in the mix and you're in with a chance to win one of the biggest tournaments in the world. It's an incredible feeling. It's something that you may only get to experience a handful of times in your life, so that atmosphere, you want to soak it in as much as you can and really enjoy it.
Rory McIlroy coming off a strong performance yesterday, now making his way to that first tee box.
All right, -5.
Looking to add another major championship trophy to his already growing collection.
And Rich, there's no doubt both golfers will be nervous until they get that very first tee shot under their belt.
The first tee shot is probably the most difficult because you've been thinking about that shot since the night before. Once
and then
you
you go and shank
it. Out of the way, you calm down, you're a little more settled, you're not quite as anxious or nervous, and you sort of get into the rhythm of the round. You want to get off to the best start possible, and obviously that starts with that first tee shot.
Well, there he is, Rory McIlroy, a past U.S.
All right,
Open
here we
winner,
go.
set to tee off on what could be an historic day of golf, set against the beautiful Puget Sound.
Are you not gonna let me move my...
Frank looked like a nice balanced swing.
Well, the free-flowing action that we find synonymous with Rory McIlroy in display, even under the nervousness of an opening tee shot.
Ooh, it's not gonna let me use any spin?
And just blitzed it down the fairway.
That one carried a long way, stayed up in the sky forever.
That's a ginormous tee shot.
Perfect lie here, Frank. What's Rory got?
Well, expect something just slightly right of the flag. You want to avoid the hill and the bunkers on the right. And there's a little bit of a gut or a chasm just over that left side of the green. So left, not a good option.
About 145 yards away.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Looks to be a good one, Frank.
Oh, nestles inside 15 feet, so a birdie chance coming up for Rory.
Frank, to win this many majors this young is impressive. It's historic. What makes McIlroy so good?
He runs to the beat of a different drum. It's his own rhythm. It's his own style. He's critiqued sometimes. I've done it where, some poor decision making. But in the end, he's naturally aggressive. And that's why we see these sparks of brilliance. That's his way of playing. And to be perfectly honest now, I hope he doesn't change that.
Excellent start, Rory McIlroy. What a nice putt.
I think making putts early in a round is very important. It sets the tone for the day and it gives you some positive momentum early. You see the ball go into the hole and it gives you confidence. You face a downhill putt at a US Open with greens that are as tricky as that, it just makes it even more difficult. I feel like you always face important putts no matter when it is, but obviously they're that much more important when it's the final round of a major.
Yep.
Now over to the second. McIlroy with a challenging downhill putt. And I know it's early, but this is the type of putt that can really generate some momentum for the rest of the day.
Well, this putt's only 12 feet, Rich, but it's downhill. And because of that, it's going to be very, very fast. You're almost going to putt this like it's only about 8 feet long. Allow the speed of the green to take it the extra distance.
Down on the bottom of the barrel. Good start for Rory McIlroy. Back-to-back birdies. So second shot here at the fourth, and this one sets up pretty well for McIlroy, doesn't it, Frank?
It's an easy one for him to work out. A little bit uphill, perhaps a club. And with 165 yards playing closer to 170, 175, still a birdie opportunity.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. It's a good strike. Good swing by McIlroy. No problem finding the putting surface.
You're on your own to complete this one. Oh, all right. That should be easy. Straight little forward.
So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
There's some times when there might be a wait on a tee box, or you've played your shot and you're waiting on your playing partners to hit their shots, and you just look around and you realize where you are, because you don't really you don't appreciate it that much whenever you're playing, and that's not what you're thinking about. You're thinking about trying to win a golf tournament and not really taking in the beauty of your surroundings.
Rory now set to go on the downhill par 3 ninth hole. It's nicknamed Olympus, and you can see why. The views are magnificent.
Consequently, going to have to be a club or two less than the yardage. That'll have to be factored in. If anything, slightly left of center, stay away from that menacing bunker.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Safely aboard. And getting ready for the putt. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
And just like the lone fir tree, there is now just one man with the lead, Martin Kaymer. Rory now in second behind Kaymer, looking at a difficult second shot here at the par 3 15th.
Missed the green on the left, Rich. Just that pot bunker between him and the hole. And there's only about 8 or 9 feet of green to work with. So this flop shot is going to have to be hit very high to make sure that ball lands soft. And at this point, it's critical to save par.
What the fuck are you trying to get me to do? I did use that. Oh, I see. That's what you want me to do. Okay.
And he's made the green.
Rich, you get that feeling. If there's going to be a moment, I think that moment is now.
Trying to clean this up, make his par.
That's an ugly shot.
Wow, that was
Fuck.
so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet.
Yeah, move that fucking writing so I can see, goddammit.
And he makes it for a bogey.
That sucks.
Final few holes to play, especially of a major championship like the US Open. You know, it's what you've worked so hard for. It's what, you know, you've put all those hours of practice in for, and you know, this is your moment. This is your moment to see what you've got against the best players in the world and test yourself at the ultimate level. There's obviously a lot of pressure. You know, you don't want to let an opportunity like this pass you by. You don't want to let it slip. So to stay really focused, really concentrated, try to take one shot at a time, try and put the result out of your mind, control what you can control. But saying that, it is difficult with so many things going on around you, whether it be the crowd or it could be the person that you're going up against. You know, there's so many things that you can't control, but you know, the things that you can control, that's what you have to concentrate on, and that's what you have to try and, you know, do to the best of your ability. And if you can do that, that's what gives you the best chance to try and win a huge tournament like the US Open.
You couldn't ask for much more than what we have right here. Two former U.S. Open champions, 17th hole, tied for the lead, Martin Kaymer and Rory McIlroy.
And Rich, it's easy to remember these types of situations, and it's as much about mental toughness as anything right now. The 17th hole is named Derailed, and I'm sure it's a great test for both men's mental toughness.
Time me to win. All right.
Safely on deck.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
I'll take it.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Well, both tied. McIlroy will have the first attempt. What a blow by McIlroy on 17.
All right, one hole left.
One hole left to play here at the U.S. Open Championship. It all comes down to this, Frank. What does Rory need to do off the tee?
Considering it's a par 5 finishing hole, Rich, you would think that one of these two great players is going to make birdie. So for Rory, he's going to have to be the guy to make it first. He has the honor.
Good, good, good. Clear the bunker.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Frank, the great thing about these major championships is the slow build-up to moments just like this, and then it gets really tense.
It's a dream scenario, Rich. You just dream that you're going to have the two best players in the game vying it out, coming down to the very last hole. That's exactly what we have right now. So far, they've provided great golf. It's going to take something even better than that right now to determine who's going to win.
What a shot. I mean, McIlroy just aired it out.
If there was any risk there, it certainly didn't look like it.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. He's done it. What a gutsy performance. McIlroy fighting for 72 grueling holes, fighting through the tough conditions, fighting off a stiff challenge from the great Martin Kaymer. And Rory McIlroy has now won the U.S. Open Championship yet again.
Booyah! Didn't even have to play the 18th
It's an incredible feeling to know when that final putt goes in on the 18th green that, you know, you've won, you know, a major championship, a US Open.
17th.
You know, to put your name alongside the names on that trophy, that's something that's going to stay there forever, and it's something that I don't think you quite come to terms with right there and then. You know, it takes a few days to sink in, but, you know, it's the ultimate, you know, it's the ultimate achievement in a professional golfer's life is winning a major championship. And at that moment in time, there's no better feeling in the world. You know, to be able to do it again and put my name on that trophy another time would, you know, it would be very, very special.
All right, let me go look at my trophy. So we just unlocked another new one. Just cranking out trophies in this game. Boom. Okay, what other ones we got? Play an 18-hole round of stroke play and play now with 4 golfers to win the FedEx Cup. And then all the rest is on the weird game mode. Okay. So I guess the only way I'm gonna win the FedEx Cup is by doing my career.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Here at the TPC Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Frank. TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything. Birdie opportunities, holes that are fought by water, bunkering that's been changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Oh.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect. but it's going to hurt the course.
That is a solid par putt. Been some good golf early on. Let's get you caught up as we go out to the 7th hole. Frank, sometimes steady can win the day, especially over 4 rounds.
Yeah, too often we look at a player's best or their worst, but we forget what they normally play like. This is a really good testament to the ability of the player.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. When he goes after it like he is here.
Really powering up here. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie try again here today.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now, because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That would be a great look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.